The skilled worker visa, what is it and what goes wrong? Skilled worker visa is one of the primary routes for migrants to live and work in the United Kingdom. The purpose of the skilled worker visa is to allow British companies to employ foreign workers if there is a lack of native workers who can fill whatever the position might be due to a shortage in the United Kingdom. Skilled worker is a points-based system application where one needs 70 points as a general rule. It's a bit of a hangover from previous changes that the government wanted to do quite a number of years ago to bring the UK immigration system from a more traditional system over into a points-based system. That points-based system has largely disappeared, one could argue. However, the skilled worker is still part of that system. You get a certain amount of points for various attributes, for example, English language ability, getting a sponsorship certificate. You have to have this right salary level and so forth in order to qualify. Now, generally speaking, we have noticed that many clients, when they are researching this route, tend to focus on the salary requirements. Now, there are specified standard occupational codes that apply to various different roles. And along with those codes, there are job descriptions that relate to these codes and a salary requirement. Now, it's very important not to only look at the salary requirement, though it's a large part of the whole process. It is not the only part one should pay attention to. In addition to the salary level, the key thing to note is that you need to have a sponsoring company. So this either has to be a company based in the United Kingdom that already have a sponsor license, or a company that is able to obtain a sponsor license upon application. That company will issue you with what's known as a certificate of sponsorship, which really forms the basis of the application that you would need to make in order to get what's known as entry clearance to be able to enter the UK and work for that company. You will generally be tied to that company unless you switch over into a different sponsor. What is especially important to note is that these rules change very frequently. For example, the rules recently changed where the position that one really need to qualify for has been changed from what's known as an RQF Level 3 to an RQF Level 6 position. This really is in line to what the law looked like prior to Brexit in any event. So what it basically means is the position needs to be a position that normally would require a degree or a graduate level qualification or skill set, as opposed to an RQF Level 3, which would generally require like an A-level qualification specification in order to do that job. There are exceptions to this. So if, for example, a job is on the shortage occupation list, an RQF Level 3 position can still qualify. However, generally speaking, the majority of roles now has to be at RQF Level 6, though, therefore a graduate level position.